Let's go on. Okay, let me go on. I see some of you guys are having some technical issues that you're using the back office system for your technical issues, guys. You may not get an immediate response from tech support, but please stay diligent in letting them know what your issue is. If you don't send in a ticket, then they won't know
we're watching Randy as
they may not respond.
I started going live.
Let's hear from Kenyon Philip.
Ellen. I'm James Murphy, aka the TBC coming to you live from South Africa tonight. Welcome to my channel.
Good evening, everybody.
Okay, guys, tonight my topic is difference between a lazy TBCian and a busy TBCian. Now, the reason why I want to do that, this is something that a lot of people need to see, and some of you might even see yourself in this. So I'm just going to jump right at it and start, as I'm already 6 minutes late. So here's the first characteristic that you will see, that you will see clear as day with a lazy TBCian and a busy TBCian. Now, a lazy TBC member would... Okay, so now tell me, when am I going to spend my TBC coin? Okay, that's not a good enough answer for me. Then you'll get the busy TBCian. I don't worry about when I'm spending my coin. I'm worried about building the community. That's the first thing you'll see. Now, the reason why I state this, with contacting our leads, got about, out of the 900 that I've already contacted, I've got about 50. I think it's 68 that has so far replied that I have helped. There's at least 30 of them only wanting to spend their money. They want, okay, when is the fiat exchange coming? And when I say to them, okay, read the blog, search about the fiat exchange, search about this, search about that, then you get your answers through the blog. They read the blog, they come back and they say, okay. They send me the blog, they say, okay, you must please go read this because this says this and that. So I said, yes, but this is a blog from a while ago. Then they rather take news from other people who are not educated and they try and blow it up in our faces. Don't worry about the banks, is what I tell them. At the moment, we are distributing the coin. The banks will come on its time when the community is ready. But at the moment, we're busy distributing, having a cash flow system as well, the cookie reward system that we also have in place, the broadcaster rewards, the broadcasters program. So we've got more than one program to educate these people. But do they watch the broadcast? No, they don't. Especially the lazy ones. They will not watch a broadcast. They will not read the blog. They will not open info site. They will go stay in their wallet the whole entire day so they can just stare at their money. Like I've got someone that told me that's what they do. When they stay logged in on their TBC wallet and then they just go and open it up every now and then just to see how much money they really do have. And all they want to do is, I want to spend my money. I want to spend my money. That is something that's really starting to get on my nerves now. It did get on my nerves before, but then it slowed down. But now with leads, hello, moms.
And Joanne Gardner.
Hello, mommy.
Okay, mommy.
Kia ora, Serenze Rose.
For all our great.
It's Serenze Rose Ria Ari. That's just her name, Ria Ari. Okay. Now, so the first thing you will see in a lazy TBC member is they'll just sit back. Okay, so what's news about TBC? When can I spend my coin? When can I get my money? When you tell them, no, you've got to distribute the coin, I don't have time for that. Just like there used to be something on Facebook, people would say, ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
I literally got people says, who's got time for that? Nobody has. But then what about us? Who are the builders? We've got more than enough time. Hello, moms. Hello, moms. Where's your kitty? I want to see your kitty. I love kitties. Okay. So, a lazy TBC member. To be truly honest, to educate a lazy TBC member is a difficult task. I would say to become a TBC merchant, to find people that will sell me stock for TBC is easier than educating a lazy TBC member. Because a lazy TBC member is not interested in building. Hello, sweetie. And is not interested in learning and is not interested in self-investment. They're not interested in the time that's given. They're not interested in squat. They're only interested in money in hands.
Yep.
So my personal opinion, isn't that being a bit greedy?
Self-centered. Mine's not in the right place.
Like, for instance, I've got a person that I'm speaking to. I'm not going to mention any names. There's an old person, and he's asked me, so what are you going to do with your TBC money? So I said, well, 99% of the money that is in my wallet will go to help humanity. I'm only keeping 1% of the money for myself. There's enough there. So the 1% that I have is more than enough to look after myself and my family for generations to come.
Definitely.
But 99% of my money in my wallet will be going towards humanity. And the guy says, but aren't you being stupid? So I asked him, okay, so how much money do you have? He's got 5 times the amount of coins that I have in my TBC wallet. He says, no, he wants to buy himself a house, a car, a helipad, a helicopter, aeroplane. Everything me, 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 me. Why can't people get let go of me syndrome and do we syndrome?
Oh, where's that going to serve and help humanity?
How are we going to help humanity if it's only me, me, me?
Well, I need.
You know what? I've had an issue my whole life, and my mom's got the same thing. I don't worry about myself, I worry about others.
Definitely.
When it comes time to a certain small thing, like let's say a piece of clothing or what, yeah, that's a bit different, yeah, then, because we do need clothes. But when it comes to things that we would like to have, I've had that problem for a long time. Like I was mentioning earlier, Chantel, telling her how much I've been wanting to get myself an iPhone over the years. I've been wanting one ever since the first iPhone 4 came out.
But those are wants, not needs.
But when it's come time to actually getting one, if there was enough cash to buy one, because you can't afford the contract fees. So if there was enough cash to buy one, the money would rather go to get what I want. My mom has exactly the same thing. And I know a lot of people have. People like us who have that, it's in a way a good thing and a bad thing, but people like us who have it means they are very loving people and they have a very good warming heart.
Yeah, and it also gets trampled on.
Which gets trampled on.
It's okay.
Gets used in abuse, but I can live with it. Just as long as I can see someone smile. If I've got 100 million people that hate me, but one person that loves me because I help them a little bit, that's more than good enough for me. I don't care then about the people who hate me.
Yeah.
I'm that kind of TBC member. Anyone I meet, anyone I see, TBC is the first thing I speak to them about. On one, then I might speak to them about different things, like Bitcoin and Litecoin and Ethereum. But I'm not heavy into that.
Mum says you can buy a big house and car and boats. But after you get all you want then, sitting on your new couch will get boring.
Exactly. I have had over the last 6 months people who has come to me and said, James, can I buy things with my TBC? So sadly, yes, I'm sure you can. Just is now the first few people. I was like, yes, I'm sure you can. If you find people who's interested to take change, then yes, you can. But now, as time, the last 2 months, anyone that asks me, can I buy things with TBC? For sure, definitely. Go for it. I've had, then I got the idea of opening up my own, becoming a TBC merchant. Goods and items with TBC and in a shop like you would get the Apple iStore, the Samsung store, or the normal gadget shop. People then can come into my store and then they say, okay, but I want this TV, I want this laptop. Okay, how much TBC will it cost? Oh, it will cost you $500 TBC. Do the transaction. Once it's there, they can take the items and they can leave.
Less crime.
It will be a lot less crime. That I can do. That I'll do for sure. I'm first going to run the shop from home because at the moment, home is the safest place. But I'm not doing it for me because it's what I desire. Yeah, I would love to because it means then I'm using TBC as an exchange. But I'm not doing it for me, even though it is for me, but I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for the TBC members in our country and in our world. People can purchase things from me using TBC. Isn't that great?
The TBC community to show everybody just how wonderful TBC, the billion coin works.
Let me just a little palette knife that is used for painting. Let's say, for instance, I go to a normal shop, like for in America they get Target and Walmart.
I like it.
Yeah, in South Africa we get the shop called Pick and Pay, ShopRite, Checkers, Game, Spar. And I want to go buy this. Let's say this item costs me $50. It's a lot of money in rand.
Example, guys.
Just an example. Let's say this is going to cost me $50, which is roundabout for us, roundabout 700 rand. But I then find a TBC shop and they have this item there for $50. I would rather purchase from the TBC shop for $50 than go spend cash on it. Because then this is worth more than what it would be worth if I bought it with cash.
Yeah, and then you got a learning experience with that as well. Using your TV, spreading the word of TBC as well.
Yes. Of people who has used TBC as a currency. Now, I'm going to be honest. For the past 2 months, I've used TBC to pay for about 6 different services. I have purchased items that hasn't been paid for yet, due to the fact that people don't have wallets and they don't have time to sit with me so I can help them. I've got things here, but nothing has been paid for. The laptops that I have received has been paid for. The car that I will be receiving will be paid for by next week. But when it comes time to being a lazy TBC member and a busy TBC member, you can see the difference very quickly.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a lazy one. Any news on TBC? Have you heard about the card?
Yeah. The niggly people, you know what? Go to the blog.thebillioncoin.info and you'll get all the info you need right there.
There's even a search engine where you can search.
I used to sit. Hallo Boeddha. Hoe gaan dit? Met jou? Vandag. Voel jy 'n bietjie beter dan?
Hello, Pa.
Hallo Boeddha. Hello. I'm gonna talk all funny tonight. Hannah, Hannah. Okay, all jokes on the stick. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Okay. I used to sit and explain to every TBC member that asked me about the bank, the exchange, the cards, the bank cards, and everything. I used to sit and explain and go in detail on why and how. And I actually got sick and tired of explaining the same thing 200 times a day. So now if someone asks me about the bank cards or fiat exchange or whatever, I send them to the blog. I say, and this is I send them the link for the blog, blog.thebillioncoin.info, and I tell them, get married to the blog and give birth to sound education. And they ask me, what does that mean? I said, become a student of the blog. Educate yourself what is there. Then you don't have to ask these questions because you already know the answers. So that if someone asks you the same question, you do exactly the same what I just did. More people need to become a student of the blog. Stephen Cuffey has mentioned it. Randy Wilson has mentioned it. Stephen Cuffey and myself. Stephen Cuffey said TBC is the Bible of blog is like the Bible of TBC. I almost said TBC is like the blog of the Bible. The blog is like the Bible of TBC, and I added on to that. The only true source of information you will get about TBC. You can Google TBC, you can go on any platform you want to Google TBC, but you are going to get the naysayers. You're not going to get the actual truths. If you have to see how much money admin uses to keep TBC afloat and how much time admin puts in, then I ask you, will you be able to do that? Some of these lazy TBC members, when they come to me, and they ask me about the banks and stuff, I say to them, okay, when did you join TBC? Now, I joined one person joined TBC on the 17th of April, 2016. Wow, this person joined early. I wish I was so lucky to join so early.
Well, you did join, so.
No, I did still join, but in any case, then they say, okay, you've been in since early, so in a way you should be more educated than me in TBC, right? Then their question is to me, when did you join? I joined the 12th of May 2017. Much longer after that joined. Then they ask me, so how come do you know so much about TBC? It's because we studied it. That's why.
We showed interest in what is ours because your TBC is yours.
So now, I'm going to do this for instance. I got this from a friend, from a very, very good friend of mine. He gave this to me. He got this in Dubai. Now, he gave it to me, and he said to me, look after it. So let's put it in this terms. Admin is my friend, and I am I.
Huh? I'm an I.
I am I. I am myself. Now, admin comes and gives this to me, and they say, look after it. How can I look after it if I put it up in the roof of my house, or I put it in a cupboard high up in the wall, and I forget about it? Like what a lot of people have done with their TBC. Forget their passwords, forget the emails, forget security questions, forget how much money they invested, or not invested, purchased of TBC. Forget when they joined.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get the people that where admin comes and says, okay, here, look after it. Where people keep it safe, they make sure they keep an eye on it, but they educate themselves on why this became this. I'd love to know how this little shock became this little shock.
It was first a piece of wood.
It was first a little block of wood, wasn't it? But now you buy something like this, and you say, oh no, that looks nice, I want to buy it, and you go put it on a shelf in your house and you forget about it. Ja, jy's reg. Jy's reg. Ja, Stefan, jy ken my mos ook al, hoor. So now, okay, now I'm not the admin. Now I'm distributing the TBC coin, and let's say this is a TBC coin. I go give it to my mom. I say, okay, here's a free gift. It's yours. Now, what will she do with it? I don't know. It's her choice.
Well, I'm definitely not going to throw it away, and I'm definitely not going to let it go out of in a way where it will get neglected.
Yes, there is certain things in life that we have forgotten about. Gotcha. So Admin gave us the TBC gift.
Yes.
Let's say it's this little shark. Okay? Because this I can see. TBC is numbers that you see on a digital platform.
Definitely.
So now, admin gear gave me this. Must I now put it on the top of my head and forget about it? Or, sorry, I must fix my ear now. Or must I take it and nurture it so that it can become worth something? Yeah, okay, I know it's a shark, but still. This is my point.
Hey, ice cream for stormers and ice cream for sharks. Huh? Just saying.
This is my point. How much people forgot about their TBC account, like this gentleman who joined in April 2016. En Boeta, ek praat nie van jou nie. Ek weet jy is besig met TBC. Ek praat van 'n ander ou oom. They received it. He purchased at that time $500 of TBC. Just imagine how much coins he has. I think the coin value was like 10 cents a coin back then. If you look at the coin value now, you would never believe so, but in any case.
Exactly.
So now he made a purchase, $500. Gave himself, I don't even know how much coins he has, but I know he's got a wow lot of coins.
We almost made a oopie there.
Yeah. So now he purchased this item for $500 and threw it away. Really? Does people really do that?
On certain things, yes.
But now people like myself, like my mother, like Stefan, like Mom's Magnet, and Joanne Garner, and so many other different people, we will receive this gift and we will analyze it, we will picture it, and we will be able to duplicate it. Not meaning duplicating the system, but duplicating by spreading the word, distributing. So we've now educated ourselves. Okay, so now I know how this works. I know how they did this. So now I can do the same. That's how we are supposed to work it. You don't buy a cell phone. A cell phone is an investment that you make when you purchase one. You don't buy one and put it down there and forget about it. You literally sit like this the whole day, educating yourself how it works. Do the same with TBC. Don't be the lazy TBC member.
No.
Be the busy TBC member. Become a master. And yeah, again, I go to our new motto. I can, I will, I must. When we joined TBC, my brother joined first. He joined on the 30th of March, 2017.
It wasn't a free gift, it was actually his own money he put in.
Yeah, he purchased $233.33 from a friend.
You know, it's like, oh.
Ja, jy's 'n oud TBC lid, ja. Jy's nie oud in life of siel nie, maar jy's oud TBC lid. Now, my brother purchased $233 of TBC on the 30th of March 2017. I only joined the 12th of May, and I got the free 100,000 Kringles gift. My mother, my father, and my wife joined 4 days later on the 16th. My mom was in TBC, not even a day. And she says, there's got to be something. Because my friend came and said, here's your gift. You've got it. You've got a send button. Wait 6 months, you'll get a card where you can spend it. And he left.
Misleading information.
And he said to us, at any time of day, if you have any questions or if you need help, contact me and I'll help you.
Scott, yeah?
Hello, Mr. Scott, and hello, Stephen Coffee.
Hello, Stephen.
And
Maureen, sure.
Hello, Miss Irene. How are you? It's lovely to have someone from Uganda on my show. So now, he said we can phone anytime if we need help. But phone and phone and phone and phone, no answer. So then he orphaned us straight from the bat. We were in TBC a day, not even a day, and we had our first referral. Within the first 2 weeks of being in TBC, between the 5 of us, we signed on 17 people to TBC. But we weren't educated, we knew nothing. That's how much we believed in it. But my mom started saying, but there's got to be something more to this. She couldn't understand how you join today and in 6 months you get a card where you can spend it. Because after making some mind calculations, why join something and 6 months later you've got still a little bit of money that you're going to blow on one spend? You can't even purchase a car for that much money here in South Africa. A decent, nice, brand new car. Can't even buy a house for that little bit that was going to be had in 6 months.
I think Mom's going to the show.
Yeah, moms, we'll see you on your show. Then my mom got in contact with the Whitefish lady, Kerry Vialpanda, which was an amazing help. David Jones also was an amazing help. But Queen Randy followed. And then the wonderful angel, Miss Sky Fiera, followed after that as well. I wasn't tearing up, don't worry. Then we started meeting a lot more people. So if you look at where we are sitting today, you would never say we were orphaned. It was all self-education.
You've got to make that choice.
So yeah, you're looking at examples of early orphan TBC members.
Once lost but now found.
Who made the best of the orphan situation. Now it's your turn to take over that role.
Don't leave it up to other people to run it. Haven't we made people run our life long enough?
Don't get the free gift and forget about it. Get it, look at it, study it, and nurture it to help it grow. That's the only way we will get it. Let's see there. Bitcoin Scott, I would like to talk to you later. Private message you later on Telegram if you have some time, or on any other platform. I've got you now on 3 different platforms. I'd like to talk to you on any one which you are ever available on. Please, thank you. Okay, guys, look. There is a time for everything. There's a time for joking. There's a time for playing. There's a time for work. There's a time for sleep. There's a time for family. But when it comes to TBC, there's always time for TBC. In your day job, even if you're sitting on the loo, you have got your cell phone in your hands. Most people go to the loo with their cell phones.
Don't read the newspaper, read the blog.
Don't read the newspaper, sit and read the blog, educate yourself. Because a lot of people, most of the time, if you go sit on the toilet, you 10 minutes minimum and longer on the toilet. Use that time to educate yourself on the blog. If you are sitting in a car, there's a lot of these new apps on the phones that come out today that can read out things for you. A lot of people don't understand if they read it themselves, but if they hear it, they understand it better. So instead of just ignoring it, download yourself the app that can speak to you. You go to the blog, you copy everything that's there, you paste it in the app, and let the app read it for you.
Start a group and come together twice a week. Study the blog together in a group. There's always a way. If there's a means, there's a will and there's a way.
Become a student of the blog. Get married to the blog and give birth to sound education.
TBC never sleeps.
TBC never sleeps.
Stephanie Merkel, so true.
TBC admin has kept TBC going since the 21st of March 2016.
And there was work done before it launched.
Yes.
It didn't just appear out of thin air. It's not a genie in a bottle.
So you can say from January, admin started with TBC. Maybe even before then, we never know. But let me just say one thing. If admin himself or herself, or whoever they are, can keep TBC going on for 2 years plus, with a little hiccups along the way, that which they could have given up about this whole story a long time ago. Admin could have said, well, I'm done with all these glitches, let's switch off. But they didn't. But they didn't. Why? Because of us. Because of the TBC community, the TBC family.
So let us get off our asses and get this movement going the way it's supposed to be. If an army can march for war, can't we as TBCians march together for peace, unity, and abundance?
Uncle Joe Stevens told me something about Maori soldiers who fought off Englishmen many years ago. Back then, there wasn't things like technology and what we're currently sitting with today, but people had determination. If you can be determined to have a credit card, plastic money, and if you can be determined to pay debt on your house every month and debt on your car, you'll pay your mortgage and your car bills and other debts. If you are determined to pay that, then sure as hell you can be determined to TBC. TBC has changed my life. Thanks to TBC, for the first time in my life, I can say I have my own car. That is mine. I had one before, but it wasn't 100% mine at the time. But for the first time in my life, thanks to TBC, I can say I have my own car.
Something else we have. Hope.
I can say I finally have hope again. Okay, I've had my hope for a long time, but my hope for a better future for me and my family was woken up thanks to TBC. My dreams became bigger thanks to TBC. I will be able to make a lot more people smile thanks to TBC.
Because that's what it's about.
And I'll make a lot of people cry, but tears of happiness, tears of joy. This morning I helped a youngish guy with his TBC wallet. He joined the TBC community, but all he did is he only got his back office. He never registered his wallet.
Oh, yes, Rach. Why can you work for 20 years to be poor and not for 3 years to be
Debt free. Wow.
Doesn't that sound like music to your ears? I'm going to read that again. Why can you work for 20 years? You slave and go in and out every day, 20 years, to be poor, and not for 3 years to be debt free. What's the difference between 20 and 3?
There's this young man, he joined TBC, after, it was I think 2-3 weeks ago. He just joined under admin. He saw something and he wanted to join. But he never did migration and nothing because he didn't start educating himself soon. So I helped him and he purchased $100, but he didn't purchase $100 from me. And after I helped him with everything, he saw his wallet and he was shocked. Now he's asking for all the links. He wants to educate himself on TBC. He wants to know how this thing works. I know of old people, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. I know of a 92-year-old TBC member who stays about 100 miles from me.
No, it's about that.
In Nelspruit. He's 92 years old.
And 101 Ugandan lady, Richard's mother,
grandmother. But she's not an active TBC member due to her age. And now, but he's an active TBC member. He's building the community at 92 years old. He doesn't know how to work a laptop or a cell phone.
But he can use his mouth.
He's using his mouth to spread TBC. Now, isn't that just amazing? So I'm going to say again, let's all take on this motto. I can, I will, I must. Okay, I'm gone over and I want to get to Mom's Magnets video. Okay, guys, look.
Atom says, I helped one today to pay the wallet. He is an orphan. That's absolutely excellent, Irene.
Fantastic. We have helped at least about 500 orphans over the last 6 weeks, my mother and I. And it's amazing. Okay, guys, look. Remember always GAP. God always provides. GAP has 3 meanings. Did you know that? God always provides. God answers prayers. God always protects.
And we must start implementing it. Every single broadcast show.
Stefan Liebenberg started that movement a long time ago.
And we are going to continue with it, and everyone else is too.
And today it's at the end of every sentence. Let's leave the legacy. Let's carry on the legacy of GAP.
Yes.
Let's
Live it.
live GAP.
Wake up, people,
Implement.
GAP. Live it.
Implement GAP in every aspect of your life. You will see where God actually is helping you, and you will be amazed and shocked. GAP is a legacy that started off from one person, but it's not going to end there. GAP will be going on for hundreds and hundreds of years to come. Yeah, guys, I love you all.
Love you guys.
Till my mom's video in a couple of minutes. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Bye.